Hey guys, Dominic here, and today I'm going to give you the tour of the Sears at the Northeast Mall in Hurst, Texas. This Sears here is still fully operational and functional, and still has quite a bit in stock. It's however a quiet Sears because there's no customers in this particular Sears. This video was taken on Thursday, on September, and the whole time in Sears, it was just pretty much me and my sister, and just some small amount of employees at the Sears. The Sears is the original anchor to the Northeast Mall. It opened in, I believe, 1978, and is still around. But the way Sears is going right now, it's not looking very bright for Sears right now. Without further ado, enjoy the video. Please like and subscribe, and comment if there's any further improvements you want on this channel, and I'll be right back shortly. So, just cameras here, I don't care. They probably don't even give a crap because there's like no one here. Pretty cool looking. Now, on my left, where the shoe department is, it's pretty empty there. I bet all those shoes there haven't even been opened yet. They just probably got shipped and just been laying there. Cause I've seen those shoe boxes there many times. So I think no one ever tried them on, or open up the box. It's pretty much just empty. Now, the escalators were partially working. The downstairs escalator was working, the upstairs escalator was not working. So we had to take an elevator, which you'll be seeing in the next scene very shortly. I think Sears is trying their best to let their customers have a full walk around the store, instead of like going up the escalators but skipping the tool section or the garden section. So they closed one of the escalators so they could make their customers go by that, because the elevator was in the tool section, and it seemed like a lot of people are not going to the tool section a lot, and they decided to close down one of the escalators so they can force their customers to take a look at the tool section and garden section. So here's a quick pan around the Sears area. I took it around the socks and purses and the clothes area. And I bet those purses have been there for ages. Looks like they look kind of old. They look like mid 2005 old kind of thing. I bet the clothes here also have been here forever. They're on to me. So at this point, I was kind of noticing that I was being watched. There were several employees just kind of like stalking me in a way, and just finding that right moment to say, "Hey sir, please put your camera out. This is no photography area or recording area." But I tried dodging the employees by shuffling through the clothes a little bit and try to look very camouflaged if I can. Now, surprisingly, they were still advertising their summer blowout sale. You'll be seeing that when we get up to the second floor. Also, they were also just advertising their spend 60, get 25, or spend 70 and get 30 back or something. But that was also their little promotional deal they were promoting. Rather than that, that was the really only thing I saw promotions going around. Another thing I haven't seen from Sears yet is her handwritten signs. They were around for a little bit, but it looks like they're back to their original copied with black ink signs to make it look more professional, I believe. Boom. Now, like I said, they had the escalators closed, the up escalator closed, so there was really no choice but to go to the elevator over here in the tool section area. But since I was in the tool section area, I might as well go ahead and document the whole entire tool section area. The garden center, however, was closed, so I wasn't able to easily accessibly get in. And also their optical center was closed, which was kind of odd to see them close kind of early on a Thursday evening. Excuse me, sir. Now, I did a little pan around the tool section area. They are pretty well stocked with tools. I didn't see anything really empty or anything like that. There was some floor spots area where cabinets used to lay around, but they look like they pried those cabinets out. But rather than that, it was a pretty fully stocked Sears. Here's their extras other equipment area, and behind me is the toy section and their sporting goods. And it looks very very small. Their personal exercise section, they've been there forever. I've seen them since I was a kid. I think they never bought any of those exercise equipment for almost 10 years, because they almost look the same exact spot, same exact sporting equipment. And over here is the optical center and their pickup service. They got their merchandise pickup over there. I find it kind of funny that the only way they close down their optical service is just a rope. They don't use like a cage. They don't use advanced security technology. All they use is just a little rope, and that's kind of dangerous in a way, because people can end up stealing some really high quality sunglasses, and seeing just a rope hanging out like that doesn't seem like a very secured way to close down your optical center. Seeing their summer clear-out blowout event still hanging on there was kind of funny, because it's already fall, and just seeing something that's summer related is just way outdated. Now, I don't know what's with all these mats they are putting on their little trolley here, but it looks like they're pretty much just, I guess, getting rid of like the garage floor mats. Also, we look down here to see if there's any like special stuff underneath there. Looks pretty clean. We'll find out when they start prying those cabinets when they start closing down shortly. Man, this place is quiet. Now, behind me was this empty store kind of type. I have no idea what it was. I think it closed out quite a while. And also, they have this interesting secret room here that I get to see. And it looks pretty old in there. If you look in there, that's the guts. Pretty old. And here's all their tools. And here's an interesting scene here. Now, in this scene here, we go into the bathroom, and they have this really old-style accurate weight scale. And you're supposed to put a quarter in, but it looks like it's not working. So, I gave my all, and it didn't work. So, but it would be pretty cool to see it actually. Now, here we go into the second floor of the Sears at Northeast Mall. And the elevator took forever for it to come down, and you'll be probably waiting for another good 20 seconds for it to finally open up. Now, when I got into the elevator, it was showing the third floor surprisingly, even though I was on the first floor, and this elevator was really bumpy. As when it first started up, it almost made me fell down, and but the ride up was pretty fast. And here we are into the second floor of the Sears at the Northeast Mall in Hurst, Texas. Now, as we continue on the second floor in the Sears, they have a bedding area on the left and a baby section on the right. The baby section, I believe no one ever went around the area or bought anything from the baby section forever. They still have like old Graco kid seat belts. And the bedding section looks pretty depressing too. It did not have, no one was working in the bedding area, and it was just really quiet. Their furniture section also was quiet too. No one was operating in this department area. It was just pretty much me and my sister, and there was no one else. Now, over on my left side here was the home goods department, and here is the furniture department. Like I said, there was no one around this area. It was not occupied. There's the curtains. Here's a little panoramic view of what it looked like around this area. The couches here look pretty nice looking. Didn't look dirty or anything, but however, they did look pretty old, like they've been there for quite a while. As you can see here, the couches look pretty clean, and somehow there was this weird buzzing sound. It sounded like it was an air conditioner, but then again, it could be electricity or something. It sounded like it needs in repair. Now, as we continue on forward, we started heading toward the appliance section, and I always remember the appliance section when I was really young. Straight ahead where all those refrigerators are, like way back there, They were actually using a lot of TVs. It was actually the TV section. They had a huge range of TV sections. I remember back like in 2010, I believe, they were advertising their 3D TV right where all those refrigerators were standing now. But since Sears is not doing very well, and I don't think they have enough money to buy more TVs, they're not like the Best Buy or Target, they just replace. They have a little small area for the TVs, and just a bunch of appliances. Over here they have all their Keurigs. I found this kind of interesting filter here. It was a Kenmore Hurst. Looks like it was one of those charcoal filters. Don't know what it's for though, but it's just interesting to see a Kenmore product. And here's all their blenders, their food processors, and their pots and pans, and their clothes irons, and that's pretty expensive. For $120 for a small iron. See, their prices are not very, very competitive, and that advertisement seems very misleading. It doesn't seem like you get worth getting $30 cash back on spending $119 on an iron or on a Keurig. It just doesn't seem like a really good deal. That was my sister dancing, and we continue on forward into the kitchen section. Now over here I'm going to show you like what it looks like downstairs from Sears. As you see, the downstairs escalators were working, but the upstairs they had it blocked. And you get a little lower, and that's how far it is from the second to the first floor. Pretty far down. So here's the refrigeration section. Samsungs and Kenmore E-lights, and just some Whirlpool and Hot Point kitchens, and, refrigerators and freezers. But this way on my left area, that's where all the TVs used to be there, and they are now here. A very small selection. And it looked like they were the employees were watching some comedy. I don't know what show it is, but it was some comedy. Here is their audio and cable section. Unfortunately, that Samsung power speaker was not working at the time. Also, their speakers, and they surprisingly have home phones, which I don't think no one really uses home phones anymore because everything's all cellular and more convenient. This is more like a time machine here, because who wants to pay that much money for a 32 gigabyte SD card? And here is their drone section here, where you get the Polaroid, the stretch stream. I remember when they first got these drones. This was like 3 years ago. Those boxes of drones were like 3 years old, and they have not even put it on a markdown price. Here's some more depressing electronics here, just opened up out of the box, and they were not for sale. Like, and by sale I'm talking about like percentage off. Here's their microwaves, their vacuum cleaners. Before the refrigerators were there after the TVs were there, this is where all the vacuum cleaners were there. They were actually there where all the refrigerators were there. And it seemed like they moved the vacuums to that area and put the refrigerators and freezers to where the TVs used to be. So they did quite a bit of moving around the second floor here. Rather than that, it's just been like this for forever now. So we'll continue on with the walk and look at all these appliances that need to be sold. Now here we go, we're going downstairs, and as you can hear, the escalators are pretty squeaky. This is what their little sunroof area looked like. It kind of looked pretty cool, not like your typical Walmart sunroof. And we continue down the escalator, and pretty much just that's pretty much the end of the video. So thank you for watching the Sears video here at the Hurst Northeast Mall in Hurst, Texas. And make sure you guys have a great day, and remember to subscribe.